Hello children, how are you? I am Dr. Ina Zafar. Today we will explain complete chapter of the solid state for examination JEE, NEET, NCERT and other courses. In this chapter, we will explain general characteristics of solid state, amorphous and crystalline solids, classification of crystalline solids, ionic solid, metallic solid, covalent or network solids, and molecular solids. And crystalline lattices and unit cells, primitive and central unit cell, non-primitive number of atoms in a unit cell, primitive simple cubic cell, body central, face central, hexagonal unit cell, and also calculation involving unit cell dimension, calculation of density, closed packed structure in one dimensional and two dimensional, and closed packing in three dimensional, tetrahedral, octahedral voids, the formula of compound and number of voids filled, and packing efficiency in SCP, CCP structure, in body center cubic structure, and in simple cubic arrangement. Imperfection in solid, point defect, impurity defect, stoichiometry defect, vacancy defect, interstitial defect, Frankel defect, Schottky defect, non-stoichiometric defect, metal excess defect, metal deficiency defect. And electrical properties of solid, conductors, semiconductors and insulators, classification of semiconductors, and magnetic properties of solid. Okay. And now characteristic properties of solid. The following are the characteristic properties of the solid state. They have definite mass, volume and shape. Their constituent particles, atom, molecule or ion have fixed position and can only oscillate about their mean position. Intermolecular forces are strong. Intermolecular distances are short. They are incompressible and rigid. Classification of crystalline solids based on various properties and based on bonding. Based on various properties, crystalline solids. Crystalline solid is a solid materials whose constituents such as atoms, molecules or ions are arranged in a highly ordered microscopic structure forming a crystal lattice that extends in all directions. Example: diamonds, metal, salt and quartz, etc. And now amorphous solid. Amorphous solid include both natural and man-made material. The most frequently cited example of an amorphous solid is glass. Amorphous solids are common to all subsets of solid. Now example of amorphous solids are glass, rubber, wax, gel and many plastic, etc. And this is the molecules or atoms or ions arranged in a crystalline solid. Okay. And this is the atoms or molecules or ions arranged in a amorphous solid. And this is a example of anisotropy in crystalline solid, and this is a isotropy in nature in amorphous solid. Anisotropy is the properties which depend on the direction of measurement, and crystalline solid are anisotropy. They show different value of physical property when measured along different direction. And anisotropy in crystal due to different arrangement of their constituent along different direction. And now isotropy means uniformity in all direction. In solid state, isotropy means having identical values of physical properties such as refractive index, electrical conductance, etc. in all directions. And now crystalline solid are classified into 4 groups. First of all, ionic solid, metallic solid, covalent solid, molecular solid, and molecular solids are further divided into non-polar, polar solid, and polar solid and hydrogen bonded. Now ionic solids. The ionic solids are those solids contain a strong electrostatic attractive force and cation surrounded by as many anions as possible and vice versa. Ionic crystalline possesses definite crystal structure. Many solids are cubic close packed. Example: NaCl, MgO, and zinc sulfide crystal. There is an example of NaCl crystals, and in this structure, see, this is a Cl ion, and this is a Na plus ion, and this is a cubic structure of magnesium oxide, magnesium ion, oxygen ions, and this is the structure of zinc sulfide. And now metallic solid. In metallic solids, positive ions are surrounded and are held together in sea of delocalized electrons. Hard but malleable and ductile, and good conductors of electricity in solid state as well as molten state. And high melting point, particles are held by metallic bonding. And examples are iron, copper, and magnesium, etc. This is an example of metallic solid. In this sea of delocalized electrons, these are electrons are delocalized. This is the electron are delocalized in crystalline side of the crystals in a metallic solid. So metallic solids are good conductors of electricity by the moving electrons. And now covalent or network solid. Constituent particles are atoms, and they are hard insulators of electricity, except graphite, which is a conductor of electricity, and they are very high melting points and can decompose before melting. Particles are held by covalent bonding, example SiO2, SiC, diamond and graphite. This is an example of covalent or network solid, and other example diamond, and this is a structure of diamond. This is a carbon atom, 4 carbon atom bonded by covalent bond. This is a covalent bond between carbon-carbon atoms, and other examples are graphite. This is a structure of graphite. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity, and because in graphite carbon atoms are arranged in different layers, and each atom is covalently bonded to 3 of its neighboring atoms in the same layer. The fourth valence electron of each atom is present between different layers and is free to move. These free electrons make graphite a good conductors of electricity. And now molecular solid. In molecular solid, the constituents are neutral molecules. They are held together by weak and van der Waals forces. Generally, molecular solids are soft and they do not conduct electricity. And non-polar solids are non-polar molecular solid. In non-polar molecular solids, constituent molecules are held together by weak dispersion force of London force. They have low melting points and are usually in liquid or gases state at room temperature. Example, naphthalene and anthracene. This is an example of non-polar molecular solids. Non-polar molecular solid. And this is a naphthalene ball, and this is a anthracene. And both are polycyclic aromatic. Compounds. Aromatic compound means naphthalene contains 2 benzene rings and anthracene contains 3 benzene rings. Its compound. Polar molecular solids. The constituents are molecules formed by polar covalent bond. They are held together by relatively strong dipole interaction. They have higher melting point than the non-polar molecular solids. Examples are solid carbon dioxide and solid ammonia. This is an example of polar molecular solids. And this is another example of polar molecular solid. And this is a solid ammonia alum. And now hydrogen bonded molecular solid. Their constituents are held together by hydrogen bond. They are generally soft solid under room temperature. Example, ice, glucose and urea. This is the ice cube and this is the solid urea. And now crystal lattices and unit cells. The characteristic feature of crystalline solid is regular and repeating arrangement of constituent particles in space. The regular three-dimensional arrangement of constituent particles in crystal is known as crystal lattice. A basic repeating structure unit of a crystalline solid is called a unit cell. This is a structure of unit cell in crystal lattice, and unit cell is characterized by 6 parameters, 3 edges A, B, C, and 3 angles alpha, beta, and gamma. Alpha between B and C, beta between A and C, and gamma between A and B. Okay, this is the structure of unit cell. And now primitive and non-primitive unit cell. There are two types of unit cell, primitive and non-primitive. A unit cell that contains only one lattice point is called a primitive unit cell, which is made up from the lattice point at each of the corners. And in case of non-primitive unit cell, there are additional lattice points either on a face of the unit cell or within the unit cell. There is a unit cell, primitive unit cell, and this is a non-primitive unit cell. And now there are 7 primitive crystal systems: cubic, tetragonal, orthombic, hexagonal, and rhombohedral, monoclinic, and triclinic. And this is a cubic structure, and this is a hexagonal structure, and this is the angle between unit cell in a crystal. And now the primitive unit cell show variation in form of center unit cell, and total number of possible unit cell in 3-dimensional lattices are 14. These are called Bravais lattices. The detail of the lattices structure is given below: cubic, tetragonal, orthombic, monoclinic, triclinic, hexagonal, and rhombohedral. And now number of atoms in a cubic unit cell. In a simple cubic unit cell, in the simple cubic unit cell, each corner is occupied by an identical atom or ion or molecules, and they touch along the edge of the cube, do not touch diagonally. The coordination number of each atom is 6. Each atom in the corner of the cube unit cell is shared by 8 neighboring unit cells, and therefore atom per unit cell is equal to n by 8, where Nc is the number of atoms at the corners. And now number of atoms in a simple cubic unit cell, Nc upon 8, 8 by 8 is equal to 1. Is body-centered cubic unit cell. In a body-centered cubic unit cell, each corner is occupied by an identical particle and in addition to that, one atom occupies the body center. Those atoms which occupy the corner do not touch each other. However, they all touch the one that occupy the body center. Hence, each atom is surrounded by 8 nearest neighbors and coordination number is 8 and contain 2 atoms per unit cell. So, number of atoms in BCC unit cell means body center cubic unit cell. NC upon 8 plus NB upon 1 means 8 by 8 plus 1 by 1, and total number of atoms in a body center cubic unit cell is 2. And third is phase center cubic unit cell. Here is a diagram of phase center cubic unit cell. In a phase center cubic unit cell, identical atoms lie at each corner as well as in the center of each phase. Those atoms in the corners touch those in the faces but not each other. The atom in the phase center is being shared by 2 unit cells. Each atom in the phase center makes 1 by 2 contribution to the unit cell. The phase center cubic unit cell has coordination number of 12, contain 4 atoms per unit cell. So, number of atoms in a FCC unit cell, NC upon 8 plus NF upon 2, 8 by 8 plus 6 by 2 is equal to 1 plus 3, means total number of atoms in a phase center cubic unit cell is 4. And now number of atoms in hexagonal close packed structure. The hexagonal close packed structure has a coordination number 12 and contains 6 atoms per unit cell. This is a structure of hexagonal close packed. And in hexagonal close pack, 3 atoms form a triangle in the middle layer. This is a middle layer, and there are 6 1 by 6 atom section on both of the top and the bottom layers, making an equivalent of the 2 more atoms. 2 into 6 into 1 by 6 is equal to 2. Finally, there are 1/2 of an atom in the center of both the top and the bottom layer, making the equivalent of 1 more atom. The total number of atoms in the SCP crystal structure unit cell is thus 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6. This is a 12 corner atom. 1 by 6 is equal to 2 atoms. 12 corner atom means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 corner atoms into 1 by 6 is equal to 2 atoms. 2 phase atoms, 1 and 2 into 1 by 2 means 1 atom. 3 center atom, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 atoms. So total number of atoms per unit cell is equal to 6 atoms. And calculation involving unit cell dimension. X-ray diffraction analysis of the most powerful tool for the determination of crystal structure. The Planar distance between two successive planes of atom can be calculated using the following equation from X-ray diffraction. Data 2d sin theta n lambda. The above equation known as Bragg's equation. Where lambda is the wavelength of X-ray used for diffraction. This is a diffraction. Okay, and theta is the angle of diffraction. Theta is the angle of diffraction. By knowing the value of theta and lambda and n, we can calculate the value of d. Using the value, the edge of the unit cell can be calculated. And now calculation of density. Using the edge length of the unit cell, we can calculate the density of the crystal by considering cubic unit cell as follows. Density of unit cell, mass upon volume. And mass of the unit cell, total number of atoms belong to the unit cell into mass of the one atom. And mass of one atom means molar mass upon Avogadro number. M is equal to M upon Na. Na is the Avogadro number. Substitute 3 in 2. 3 in, this is a 3, equation 3, and substitute 2. So mass of the unit cell N into M by Na. For a cubic unit cell, all the edge length are equal. A is equal to B and B is equal to C. So volume of the unit cell A cube. And now density of the unit cell rho is equal to Nm A cube, Nm upon A cube and A. And equation 6, this is the equation 6, contain 4 variables, namely rho, N, M and A. If any 3 variables are known, our fourth one can be calculated. And now closed pack structure. Closed packing in one dimension. In solids, the constituent particles, atoms, molecules and ions are closed packed, leaving the minimum vacant space. Let us consider the constituent particle as identical hard sphere and build up the three-dimensional structures in 3 steps. Okay. There is only one way of arranging a sphere or ball in a one-dimensional closed packing structure, that is to arrange them in a row and touching each other. This is a arranging of a sphere, and now this is a tennis ball arranged in one dimensional. In this arrangement, each sphere is in contact with 2 of its neighbors, this and this. And the number of nearest neighbors of particles is called coordination number. Thus, in one-dimensional closed pack arrangement, the coordination number is 2. Mean 1 and 2. 2 neighboring group, and the coordination number is 2. And now, closed packing in 2 dimensions. 2-dimension closed pack structure can be generated by stacking the rows of closed pack sphere. This can be done in 2 different ways: AA type arrangement and AB type arrangement. This is a square closed packing in 2 dimensions. Coordination number is 4. This is a tennis balls and tennis ball arranged in a 2-dimensional structure. 1 layer, 2 layer, and 3 layer and 4 layer. This means AA type arrangement. And in this arrangement, each sphere or ball is in contact with 4 of its neighbors. And in this closed packing, two dimension coordination number is 6. In this arrangement, each sphere is in contact with 6 neighbor sphere or ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So coordination number is 6. Sphere in simple cubic arrangement. Okay, and this is a close packing in a 2 dimension in crystal lattice. And now close packing in 3 dimension. In close packing 3 dimension, this is a structure of simple cubic lattice formed by AA arrangement. 2 types: square close packing in 3 dimension and hexagonal close packing in 3 dimension. In this type of arrangement, sphere of both the layers are perfectly aligned horizontally and vertically. This type of arrangement is known as AA type close packing in sphere in 3 dimension. And the possible smallest geometrical 3 dimension shape would be cube. Thus, this is the arrangement generate simple cubic lattice with primitive type of unit cell. Hexagonal close packing in 3 dimension. Placing second layer over the first layer. In the show tetrahedral, octahedral, tetrahedral, and is a layer. Layer are fit in the repression of first layer. Here T is tetrahedral voids, O octahedral void, and number of octahedral voids, number of close packed particle. Mean number of close packed particle is equal to number of octahedral voids, and number of tetrahedral voids mean number of close packed particle multiplied by 2. So 2 into number of close packed particle is equal to number of tetrahedral voids in a hexagonal close packing in 3 dimension. And now placing third layer over the second layer. When the third layer is placed over the second, there are 2 possible covering tetrahedral voids and covering octahedral voids. This is a layer, A layer, B and A and B. This is a A, B, A, C, B and A. And hexagonal cubic close packing, exposed view showing stacking of layer of sphere, 4 layer stacking in each case, and C is the geometry of packing. C is the geometry of packing. Okay. And now ABC, ABC, ABCA, ABCA, B. Arrange of the layer when the octahedral void is covered, and B fragment structure formed by this arrangement resulting in cubic close pack or face center cubic structure. And the form of ABC type of arrangement, the sphere and known as cubic close pack or face center cubic structure. And the coordination number, what is coordination number? The number of nearest neighbor touching a particle in a close packed structure is known as the coordination number of constituent particle. In both type of crystal lattice, SCP, CCP or FCC, the coordination number for the constituent particle is 12. And now tetrahedral and octahedral voids. The alignment of second layer is different from first layer, hence it is mentioned as layer P. 2 types of triangular voids are generated in this type of arrangement. Tetrahedral voids Triangular voids in which layer are covered by sphere of second layer are regular. Tetrahedron is formed when center of all four sphere is joined. These are tetrahedral voids and this is the octahedral. And octahedral voids means triangular void in first layer are not covered by sphere of second layer. The triangular void is second layer is above the triangular void of first layer, and a regular octahedral is formed when center of all six sphere is joined. These are six sphere joined, and this is the octahedral void, and this is a tetrahedral voids or hole, and this is the structure of tetrahedron, and this is the structure of octahedron. Okay. Packing efficiency. Packing efficiency is defined as percentage of total space filled by constituent particles in crystal. Constituent particles mean atoms, ions or molecules. And now packing efficiency in SCP or CCP structure. Let us consider the unit cell of CCP in which sphere A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H are occupied at corner A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H. And sphere A, B, C, D, F are placed at center of phase. Center of phase means this and this. And now packing efficiency in triangle ABC. Triangle A, B and C. In this triangle ABC, AC square is equal to B square is equal to BC square plus AB square. Now A square plus A square is equal to 2A square, or B is equal to under root 2A. If R is radius of the sphere, we will find B is equal to 4R, means under root 2A. And now A is equal to 4R upon under root 2 is equal to 2 root 2R. What is R? R is the radius of sphere, means A upon under root 2 to under root 2. Okay. And now number of atoms. Atom per unit cell in CCP 4 and volume of sphere 4 by 3 pi r cube. So the volume of each unit cell 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of cube is equal to a cube. Therefore, packing efficiency, volume occupied 4 sphere in the unit cell into 100 by total volume of the unit cell. 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube into 100 upon 2 root 2 r cube. And now calculate 74% packing efficiency in SCP. 74% packing efficiency in CCP and or SCP. And now packing efficiency in body center cubic structure. This is the arrangement of body center cubic lattice. And now calculate the packing efficiency in BCC. This is a triangle ABC, mean AB and C. Okay. And in this triangle ABC, AC is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is the formula. Okay. And AC is equal to AB square under root AB square plus BC square. Now AC is equal to under root 2A. and triangle ACG and triangle ACG. This is the triangle of ACG. In this triangle, AG square is equal to AC square plus CG square. Okay, now AG is equal to under root AC square plus CG square, and now AG is equal to under root 2A square plus A square, and AG is equal to under root 3A square, and now AG is equal to under root 3A. Now under root 3A is equal to 4R, and R is equal to under root 3 upon 4A. And now volume of sphere with radius R is equal to 4 upon 3 pi R cube is equal to 4 pi 3 pi R cube. And now calculate volume of sphere with radius under root 3 upon 16 pi A cube, and now calculate radius R is equal to under root 3 pi A cube upon 8. And now packing efficiency for BCC is putting the value in this formula, and now calculate the value 1.732 into 3.14 into 12.5, and now 68% of packing efficiency in BCC. And now is a 68% available value is occupied in BCC. Okay. And now packing efficiency in simple cubic arrangement. This is the structure of simple cubic arrangement. In this arrangement, packing efficiency, let us consider cube with an edge length A as shown in figure. Okay, and volume of the cube with edge length A into A into A is equal to A cube. This is the formula of volume of cube. And let R is the radius of the sphere from figure. A is equal to 2R. This is the R and this is the R. R 2R is equal to A. This is the A, and A is equal to 2R. So R is equal to A upon 2. So volume of the sphere with radius R, and now calculate 4 by 3 pi R cube, 4 upon 3 pi A upon 2 cube, 4 by 3 pi A cube upon 8, and now pi A cube upon 6. And now in a simple cubic arrangement, number of spheres belong to a unit cell is equal to 1. And now total volume occupied by sphere in simple cubic unit cell is equal to 1 into pi A cube upon 6 and dividing 2 by 3. Now packing fraction or packing efficiency is equal to pi A cube upon 6 divided by A cube into 100, and is equal to 100 pi upon 6. And now packing efficiency 52.31%. And now 52.31% of available volume is occupied by the sphere in simple cubic packing. And now packing fraction or packing efficiency in FCC or SCP, BCC and simple cubic arrangement. Okay. Imperfection in solid. Crystalline solid always found to have found to have some defect in the arrangement of their constituent particles, atoms, molecules and ions. This defect affects the physical and chemical properties of the solid and also play an important role in various processes. There are two types of defect known in crystal, that is point and line defect. Point defect are classified into three groups: impurity defect, stoichiometric defect and non-stoichiometric defect. Impurity defect. Impurity defect arises due to addition of a small amount of impurity in ionic solid. It actually creates some kind of cationic vacancy in ionic solid. For example, if some SrCl2 is added in molten salt of NaCl, it takes the position of Na plus in the crystal. But charge on Sr is 2 plus, so each Sr2 plus replaces 2 Na plus ion and it occupies the site of one ion and the other site remain vacant. The cationic vacancies thus produced are equal in number so that of Sr2 plus ions. In this way it causes vacancy of 1 point. Another similar example is the solid solution of cadmium chloride and silver chloride. And now stoichiometric defect, vacancy defect, interstitial defect, Frankel and Schottky defect. And non-stoichiometric defect, metal excess defect and metal deficiency defect. Vacancy defect. In this defect, due to missing atoms at their lattice sites and number of vacancy depend on temperature. It occurs in non-ionic compound. It decreases the density of solid and it can be created by heating. And now interstitial defect. This is a interstitial defect. In this defect, when some of the constituent particle occupy the interstitial site other than lattice point, it occurs in non-ionic compound. It increases the density of solid. Frankel defect. When a small ion is dislocated from its normal site and occupies an interstitial site. It is also known as dislocation defect. It occurs in ionic compound. It does not change the density of solid. Examples: zinc sulfide, silver bromide, silver chloride and silver iodide, etc. In zinc sulfide, Frankel defect due to large difference in the size of the ions. Hence, the zinc cation can easily get dislocated and can occupy the interstitial site. Schottky defect. It occurs in ionic compounds having similar size of cation A plus and anion B minus. It decreases the density due to cation and anion both leave the solid crystal. For example, sodium chloride, potassium chloride, cesium chloride and silver bromide, etc. And this is a defect-free NaCl structure. And this is a Schottky defect within the NaCl crystal. In this defect, both Na plus and Cl minus ions are missing their lattice site. And now AgBr show both Frankel and Schottky defect because the radius ratio for AgBr is intermediate, and in AgBr both Ag plus and Br minus are absent. are absent from the lattice causing Schottky defect. Ag plus ion are mobile, so they have a tendency to move aside the lattice and trap in interstitial site, hence the cause Frankel defect. So AgBr show both Frankel and Schottky defect. Metal excess defect. Metal excess defect are two types: due to anionic vacancy and due to cationic vacancy. The number one is due to anionic vacancy. Anionic vacancy are created due to reaction of anion of the crystal with excess of metal present in the atmosphere. For example, when crystal of NaCl is heated in presence of sodium vapor, the sodium atoms are deposited on the surface of crystal and later on form the bond with Cl minus ion by losing an electron. In this way, it creates a vacancy for Cl ion, but the electron removed by sodium metal diffuse in the crystal and occupies the anionic site. This creates a F center. The anionic sites occupied by unpaired electron are called F centers in a crystal. NaCl yellow color and lithium chloride pink in color. KCl is violet in color. And second is due to presence of extra cations. Excess cation site are generated due to the loss of anion of crystal after any reaction. The excess of cation occupy the interstitial site, zinc oxide on heating, loss oxide ion from the crystal, and for example zinc oxide white at room temperature, yellow on heating. This is a reaction of zinc oxide when heating. Zinc 2 plus ion plus half O2 plus 2 electron, and this is known as extra cationic defect due to presence of extra cationic defect. And metal deficiency defect. Metal deficiency defect due to missing of cation of lower vacancy and presence of cation of higher vacancy occurs when metal show variable valency. Example, FeO is mostly found with a composition of Fe 0.95O. The actual composition range this mean FeO 0.93O to Fe 0.96O. In crystal FeO, some Fe2 plus ion missing, and loss of positive charge is made up by the presence of the required number of Fe3 plus ions. Charge is compensated by conversion of ferrous to ferric ion. This is a change ferrous ion to ferric, and for every vacancy of Fe cation, 2 ferrous ion are converted to ferric ion, means provide the 2 electron required by excess oxygen. Okay, clear? Now, electrical properties of solid. On the basis of conductivity, solids are classified in 3 types: conductor, semiconductor and insulator. This is a metal, semiconductor and insulator. In case of conductor means metal, and overlapping of valence band and conduction band. Example, silver, copper, gold, aluminium, mercury, sea water, steel and brass are common conductors of electricity. This is a valence band and conduction band and overlapping. Okay, this is the overlapping conduction band and valence band. In case of semiconductor, This is a semiconductor. A small gap of energy between valence band and conduction band. This is a small energy gap. Semiconductors are those composed of single species of atoms such as silicon and germanium and tin also. In case of insulator, large energy difference is a large energy difference between valence band and conduction band. Valence band and conduction band. Example insulator. Insulators are including rubber, plastic, paper, glass and dry air. Classification of semiconductors. The electrical conductivity of semiconductors can increase by adding some electron-rich impurities or electron-deficient impurity. This is called doping. There are two types of semiconductor. Intrinsic. The pure form of semiconductor is known as the intrinsic semiconductor. Examples are germanium and silicon. This is a pure form of germanium and this is a pure form of silicon, and this is a covalent bond. Extrinsic N or N-P type. The semiconductor in which additionally impurities is added for making it conductive is known as extrinsic semiconductor. N-type semiconductor. When the conductivity of semiconductor is increased by adding electron-rich phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, etc. impurities. This is phosphorus. It generates N-type or negative type semiconductor and also known as donor impurities because it gives a free electron. Example, when we dope the silicon or germanium with phosphorus or arsenic or antimony etc., 5 valence electron and 4 electron form covalent bond with 4 neighboring silicon or germanium atom and 1 electron per atom left mean unused. This electron is unused and it delocalized from its location. This delocalized electron help in increasing conductivity of semiconductor. Okay, this is a N-type semiconductor. This is a free electron from phosphorus. And P-type semiconductors. This is a P-type semiconductor when the conductivity of semiconductor is increased by adding electron deficient impurities. It generates P-type semiconductor. For example, when silicon is doped with boron, and boron also occupies some lattice sites. The covalency is silicon is 4, but that of B is 3. So one of the position of electron is left unused. This is called electron hole. The electron from neighboring atom move to fill this hole but create a new hole. This look like movement of electron hole throughout the system. Electron move throughout this hole under the influence of electric field. In this way, electrical conductivity increase. Okay. And now application of N-type and P-type semiconductors. By the combination of N-type and P-type semiconductor, many electronic devices are prepared. Like diode is used as amplifier. PNP and NPN sandwiching is done is making transistor as a photo diode in solar cell and in laser. And now magnetic properties of solid. Electrons are charged particle and it generates a magnetic field around itself. The magnetic field arises due to the spinning of electron at its own axis and movement of atomic orbital around nucleus. This is a spinning electron. Electron is spinning electron at its own axis and movement of atomic orbital around nucleus. Is a magnetic moment, electron and atomic nucleus, and orbital, unorbiting. And classification of magnetic properties. Magnetic properties are classified into 5 groups. One is paramagnetism, weakly attract by magnetic field, alignment of magnetic dipole in the same direction of magnetic field. Loose magnetism is absence of magnetic field and they have unpaired electron. Example, oxygen, copper 2 plus and Fe3 plus. And both O2 plus and O2 has 1 and 2 unpaired electron in their molecular orbital, which means both the molecules have a net spin and both are paramagnetic. This is a Fe3 plus and this is a O2. And now second is diamagnetism. Diamagnetism weakly repelled by magnetic field, alignment of magnetic dipole in the opposite direction of magnetic field and pairing of electrons lose their magnetic character. They have all the electron pair, and some of the most common examples of diamagnetic substances are copper, zinc, bismuth, silver, gold, antimony, marble, water, NaCl and benzene. This is an example of diamagnetism. Ferromagnetism, strongly attracted by magnetic field, permanently magnetized. Example, iron, cobalt, nickel, etc. And fourth is antiferromagnetism, strongly repelled by magnetic field, alignment of magnetic domains, group of metal ion in the opposite direction of magnetic field. And antiferromagnetic material occur common among transition metal compound, especially oxide. Example include hematite metals such as chromium, alloys such as iron, manganese, and oxides such as nickel oxide and manganese oxide. Okay, in last, ferrimagnetism. In ferrimagnetism, weakly attracted by magnetic field, alignment of magnetic domains, group of metal ion in the parallel or anti-parallel direction with the direction of magnetic field and unequal in number. Lost magnetic moment on heating. Example, Fe3O4. Okay. I hope you all understand today's chapter, the solid state. If any problem related to this chapter, please comment in comment box, and I will also upload questions and answers for related to this chapter in my next video. And please like my video, share my video, and also subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye.